Here the Society Lounge, Silver Spring, Maryland. Welcome back to the Roland GRIMES, not just sports entertainment show. Here with my main man, Mr. Self-Empowerment, Wibble Skipper, and my new diva on the set, Miss Keishawna. And you will be seeing more of her in a little while. I have a secret for you, but I can't let it out right now. So, yesterday I started my new fitness program. I went to the SoXtraFIT website and I took some of those ideologies and I started to incorporate that into my day. So I drank 75 million gallons of water. All right, I ate 18 pounds of carrots. All right, and then once I finally emerged from the laboratory, I feel different now. My skin is orange and I can't go far from the restroom because of all that daggone water. So now, having said that, I want to quit now. I don't want to do this again tomorrow. I don't want the carrots. I don't want the water. I want some fatback greens and scrambled, all right? And I want some eggs with some yolk all over the thing, okay? So now, I want to stop this afternoon. Help me. What are you going to tell me to help me to stop stopping this afternoon?
Never stop. Okay.
Oh, see, that's not going to work for me.
Why did you start?
I don't know. I mean, I started because Skip and Eugene and Fred kept talking about me. And every time I looked at the camera, matter of fact, a good friend of mine, Klaus Stu Weissenberg, who I played football with at Syracuse, he called me the other day and he said, "Roland, what's up with the weight?" And I said, "I can't wait to eat." And he said, "Well, that's your problem." So now, I know where I started because these jokers were all on my case. Now, when I leave, I don't have to talk to them anymore. So it'll be 2 weeks before I tape again, so I don't have to listen to them anymore. So I'm going to stop. So now, my motivation isn't adequate enough. So help me help myself. What can you say to me? And you're not a miracle worker, but what would you say to me, or what would you advise that I do so that I can make it through tomorrow?
Well, that's a good question. You have I've been asked that question before, how do I continue? And I do start off with saying what motivates you, but you want to make sure that you're surrounded by people that are motivating and that are in the fitness world and that want to work out.
So I can hang out with people like you?
You can, yeah, hang out with me any day. Any day. But no, it's good to let your family know that what your goals are and to let them know what you plan on doing, your eating regimens, your workout regimens, so the whole family is in the mix, because that can be challenging
Part of your
at times
support
as well.
system can work for you or against you.
Exactly. So having a support system, having that extra push. SoXtraFIT has on my fitness page on Facebook, I do a lot of motivational quotes and a motivational, empowering quotes, encouraging quotes to give the extra push. Because even for myself, I work out. I work out, a lot during the week, but sometimes I don't feel like getting out of bed. Exactly. And I have to remind myself of why I'm in it.
Well, now, one of the things that I think is important that goes right along with fitness, and folks, pay attention to this one. People understand, well, some people understand the fitness side, but they don't understand the nutrition side. So can you talk a little bit about the nutrition side and how that goes hand in hand with the fitness side, so that you don't cheat yourself on the food side? A lot of people work out, but then they don't eat right. So can you talk a little bit about that and how that goes hand in hand? I think that's very important for people to know.
That does go hand in hand. I say it's 70%. It's 70% of what you eat. You can work out all day, all night, and if you're still eating unhealthy things, unhealthy foods, you're not going to see that dramatic change that you want to see, because you're just putting the not so healthy food back into your body. So you want to make sure that you're eating, healthier food options. Not saying that you have to give up, your pastas or anything like that. You can switch the white pastas for brown pasta, or cut down on sweets. I always say that you can have a a cheat day. If you like sweets, you can have
Good. I was hoping
a
you said
slice
that.
of something, but not every day.
As it
Not every
relates to fitness, I've always had this question in my mind, and I know you can answer this for not only myself, but everybody out here that's watching this show. Is it more difficult to work out women compared to men?
Great question.
I'm done. I'm going to sit back and listen to you knock that out the box. I told you I had a great question.
Yeah, that's a great question. I don't think it's any different. You still have you have different people, different styles of working out. Some people like strength training or cardio, or some people want to lose weight and gain muscle, or vice versa. So it all depends on your fitness goals. I don't necessarily think it's a difficult thing either or. I have to say though, the women are a little more, how do I say this?
They're a little bit more searching.
Yes! No, but they definitely tell you when, if something is
So let's go. So Skip, we're gonna go right into this. So the men, when you do this and point to directors and tell us to flip, roll over, jump up and down, etc., we don't seem to have as much resistance as maybe some of the women when you women may ask questions as to why they need to do something. The fellas, we just go do it.
you say, lay down, okay. Let me do it.
You ask for 30, we give you 75.
75. You want 75? Keishawna, yeah. No.
And then you pat us on the back and we feel like, so what is
The shoulders go back and everything.
What's up with that psychology? I mean, so.
No, but I have no women to do it too. I say, get drop down, give me 30. They say, okay, let's get it in.
Really?
Yeah.
So it all depends on the motivation of the individual.
Exactly.
Now, do you ever work with youngsters?
I don't right now. Probably in the near future.
Well, I have in the past, and let me tell you, it's a lot harder than it looks.
Yeah.
But I was just asking about that.
Okay, my next question has to do with the abs. Now,
Your one piece got it in.
now I have my one piece going, but I think so. I need the six pack. So I have 5 more lines to go, and I'm working on it. I'm telling you, folks, I am getting it in. I'm getting my cardio in. I got my little muscles coming. When I played basketball, according to the youngsters now, they said we had the short shorts.
The what?
The short shorts.
The short shorts.
The shorts here.
Okay.
The basketball players, their shorts are almost at their calves. So I want to be able to wear those shorts, my little tank top, chest sticking out, guns, and I'm going to say, this is the new Mr. Self-Empowerment.
Hey, folks,
Wait a minute. I need to keep waiting on that one. Self-empowerment. Love it.
I know, right? So here we are in part of the health portion of the Roland GRIMES, not just sports and entertainment.
This is what we do, folks.
My main man, self-empowerment. Keishawna in the house. Hey, folks, sit tight. We'll be right back in a few minutes. Thank you.
Go ahead with
Did you see it?
yourself.
Hey folks, thank you. Welcome back to the Roland GRIMES show. And we're taking live here at the Society Lounge. And of course, we're talking health and fitness. Excuse me. She's got me all choked up. We're talking health and fitness with our good friend Keishawna. And of course, my main man, Wilbur Skipper. Skip, before you jump in, I just want to ask you this. Keishawna, in terms of, let's talk about something real quick about clothing, and then I want to talk about some of your accomplishments and achievements recently and over the last year or two, so when folks connect with you, they can hear about some of those things that you've been involved in. Now, I noticed that depending upon what part of a person's body, my body as an example, starts to shrink or grow, it changes how my clothes fit. Now, do people come to you a lot, or do a lot of people come to you and say, hey, Keishawna, I want to be able to fit what I wore 37 years ago, or I don't look good in my jeans and I want to, my motivation is to fit those clothes, and once I get there, then I'm done.
They definitely do. They definitely do come to me and say, hey Keishawna, I want to fit in that dress, those jeans, and
You should see the gleam in her eye when she said that.
that dress.
So once they fit into, so that's a clothes in the goal. Once they get into that dress, then they're pretty much done.
No, you have to maintain it. Yeah. You have to preserve your sexy.
Gotcha.
Well, you know what?
Y'all cut that out, man.
You know, it's amazing that Roland decided to ask that question.
Decided to preserve his sexy.
Yeah, because I think it's a good thing for people that want to lose weight and want to be more fit to have what, in my own estimation, is a good problem, which is to now not be able to wear the clothes that you spent all this money on, and now have to shop for new clothes to go with your new body. That's a beautiful thing.
That's a beautiful thing.
Now folks, I'm saying this to you because yes, I'm buying new clothes. This is self-empowerment, trim it down. And Roland is right where he needs to be at this point.
He's guy, man.
Look, we've already made a pact, folks. I want you to get this. Come this time next year, Roland and I, we're going on a custom suit shopping spree. And the custom suits are going to fit our bodies and our muscles and all that stuff. So stay tuned, it's coming. We made a pact on that, didn't we?
Oh, yeah. You see me hesitate. Now, part of getting into those custom fit clothes is the symmetry, the proportion, and recently, from what I understand, I heard a rumor that you participated in a contest that measured some of that symmetry and those proportions. Tell us about it.
Yes, I compete in bikini fitness, which is bodybuilding competition, and there are different divisions. The division that I compete in is 16. And the recent show that I did was the MPC show. I did that and won second place. Woohoo!
So
Out of how many contestants?
It's over 100.
Wow.
Tough competition.
Well, I'll go on record to say I'm not there yet for the competition.
With the bikini?
No, well, the bikini, that's for the women. I'm not there yet, folks, on the competition. I don't know that I will probably do that, but just stay tuned because you're going to be surprised when you see me
Different
On SoXtraFIT, the birth of the new SoXtraFIT show that's coming sometime this millennium, I'm going to declare on the set that I am going to get into a fitness or bodybuilding competition one day in the future. It's not bodybuilding, body shaping. I am determined to get into a competition sometime before all of you die. Now, you compete, you do some other things. I understand that you've done some modeling, I understand that you do some professional cheerleading. Now, tell us a little bit about your professional cheerleading. We're going to extend this a few more minutes. Tell me a little bit more about the professional cheerleading and what that does for your overall song.
Well, professional cheerleading, we do a lot. Basically, what I call it is a full-time job, but you're doing it part-time. Exactly. So
Packing full-time work.
exactly. You practice twice a week. You're running for you're practicing for about 3.5 hours, and then you're doing a timeout in under 7 minutes, and you actually are practicing outside of the recommended, practices that we have twice a week, and you have a 4-day commitment when it's game time. So about game day, 8 hours.
Now, what are two or three of the most exhilarating experiences you've had as a professional cheerleader?
Without saying too much, I guess, it would be I was blessed and fortunate to actually go to Super Bowl and experience that Super Bowl. I mean, crazy,
Out of this
phenomenal
mindset.
experience. Like it was, I'm still like coming down from it, trying to come down from my back to reality. But that was the most. It was the biggest thing for me as far as being.
Now, everyone doesn't get to go to the Super Bowl. Everyone on the team doesn't necessarily go to the Super Bowl.
It depends on the director.
Okay, how things flow. Okay.
So that's an accomplishment in itself, to be selected to go.
Yes.
Wow.
Now, one of the other experiences that do you travel for away games or primarily?
You don't travel for away games. You perform at the home games, and it's about 10 home games. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, you've actually set the record. We've talked about fitness. We've talked about Roland. In the future, he's going to be in a competition. We talked about his self-empowerment. We talked about the future. We talked about eating right. We talked about all those things.
And
we're just delighted to have you on our show and talk about it. And there's more coming. There's more coming.
And we'll also have the Transform Boot Camp. Well, actually, I call it Body Camp because we transform in the body.
But you know, I have an idea.
What?
And this is the first time, folks, that I've come up with this idea. A lot of things always circulate through my mind. But as we're talking, why don't we at least have a conversation about having a Roland GRIMES show come out when you do one of these boot camps. And we come out and participate behind the scenes and get some footage of what you do and all that. And then now I might jump in, to do a little something. Not to push myself too much, but maybe we can talk about doing that. Maybe a Roland GRIMES show can come out and be a part of one of your boot camps.
Now, where do our fans find you?
They can go to my Facebook page, it's SoXtraFIT by Keishawna, and like that page, I am on Instagram, Twitter as well as SoXtraFIT. And they can also email me at SoXtraFIT.
Super. Hey, folks. Roland GRIMES, not just sports entertainment show, putting the sexy into the fitness and health portion of our show with my good friend Keishawna, SoXtraFIT by Keishawna, and of course, Mr. Self-Empowerment Wilbur Skipper. However, this health and fitness program is going to continue in a different form, so sit tight. We'll be back to you very shortly. Thank you.
Sports entertainment show. I am your host, folks, Wilbur Skipper, also known as Mr. Self-Empowerment. We are taping live from the Society Lounge, 8229 Georgia Avenue in downtown Silver Spring, Maryland. What a beautiful day it is, folks, for us to be talking about fitness. I have the honor and the pleasure to have two fitness experts on this set. I have my main man who's helping to co-host this segment, Mr. Eugene Helms. He is the CEO of Helms Fitness. Please put your hands together for Mr. Helms. Hey, Skip, how you doing? I'm doing fine. And I'm going to come back to you because I want to talk about that nice custom piece that you have on. We're going to piggyback. We were talking about that on another show. And I also have the privilege and the honor to introduce a very special person, very special woman who's doing a lot of wonderful things in the community. She knows a lot about fitness, and we're going to let her jump in and talk about that. I hope I am pronouncing the name right, but we're going to clap anyway. Put your hands together for Keishawna. I think it Well, part of what Mr. Self-Empowerment does is empower people. Okay. And so I empower words. I empower myself. So I felt empowered to do it that way. So now we all are empowered to bring you fitness. Woo! I didn't rehearse that, folks. This is how we do it on the Roland GRIMES, not just sports entertainment show. Let's just jump in and talk about fitness. We're going to have some fun with it. So why don't we do it this way? Let's just talk about anything as it relates to fitness and nutrition. So I'll start with food. I like lamb chops. Love it. I like to prepare lamb chops. And every now and then,
prepare them?
how do I prepare
Yes.
lamb chop? Oh, she's testing my skills from the South, from Louisiana. I know Louisiana guys know how to cook. This is what I do. I have my minced garlic. I chop up my onions. I have my choice of seasoning, which I like Slap You Mom. It's a seasoning from Louisiana. Very good. You can get the mild or the spicy. I like the spicy. So I put that in. But what really helps my lamb chops, and folks, I'm giving you a secret. She asked me a question, and I've never told people my secrets.
But you tell us.
Okay, so lamb chops, here's what I do. I season it, and then I let it marinate overnight. And here's my kick. My kick to my lamb is the Italian dressing. I put Italian dressing on it and let it marinate overnight for 24 hours. And then I come back, and mind you now, the minced garlic is in there, the Slap Your Mama is in there, the onions are in there, and when I put that sucker in, look, and literally the season is called Slap Your Mama.
Oh my goodness. I love it.
As a matter of fact, I tell you what, Christmas gift, Eugene,
Slap your
and yourself, I have you all since I've got to get 12.
What do we get? Slap your mama.
But the reason why I say that to you guys, because you guys are into fitness, and you know what you need to do as far as eating right to go home with working out. I like to do that, but then my wife and I sometimes we like to cheat once a month. So we'll do some fried pork chops and some fried chicken, but we're gravitating now more to the loins. The pork chop loins, and we're baking, so we're getting better. How do you guys feel about a cheat day, or a cheat week, or is there such thing as a cheat week? How do you guys feel about it?
I don't know about a cheat week, but I can do a cheat day, maybe.
I agree.
Yeah. What do you feel about that? Like the
Cheat week, no.
Okay.
But a cheat day, you have to look at it at a time of the week.
Okay.
After you do your strength training and cardio, that this is the day that I can actually unwind and relax. And I'm going to use this day. Now, one thing about the cheat day, that people gotta understand, you can't do a cheat day on Saturday. Then come around the next week and do it on Tuesday. Then come back around and do it on Friday. You know what I'm saying? So therefore,
That's too much.
so therefore, we got to make sure that we have one cheat day. You have to make sure you stay disciplined to that cheat day all the way through.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would
Okay.
agree.
So would you agree with
Yeah, I would definitely agree with
Okay.
that.
So let me give you a scenario with me. Okay. I'm 53.
Yeah.
I can't tell.
Well,
You look good.
well, sometimes my arthritis kicks in, and that tells me that I'm 53. But at 53, and I talked about the one line. When am I going to see my abs? You know, when I played basketball at GW, I played at 175. I was cut up, lean. I took my shirt off everywhere I went. Like, man, what's going on? Now I'm hesitant to take my shirt off because I only have one line. I need the other 5 to get the 6-pack. When am I going to see my abs? What do I have to continuously do to see these abs?
Touch back on those cheat days. That's what it is.
Okay,
You're talking
okay.
about a week and a month. You got it one day.
Okay, one day a month.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm committed to doing one day a
Start
month.
to make your plate colorful. That's what I said, colorful. Like greens and brown rices and chicken and fish, all good lean meats.
Okay, so now, Eugene, can I get the 6-pack just by doing cardio?
I'm gonna tell you. First thing, cardio is not gonna be your only thing. That's gonna be a huge portion of the exercise. But the other thing you have to look at is just like Keishawna said, you have to make sure that you're eating correctly.
Okay.
Okay. Make sure you get enough rest. Stress can also
Interesting.
involve the weight gain. So you have to make sure that you're somewhat stress free. Make sure you stay strictly to your schedule.
Okay.
So we're going to focus on our exercise routine. Make sure you be consistent. There will be days that you're not going to do exercise. You have to make sure you're consistent.
And I've had some of those days.
And then also, what I call is metabolic training. You have to make sure that your heart rate is at a certain level. So if you want to work out and get to that line where you can go from 1 line to 5 lines, it's going to take some pain.
Okay.
Just like you did when you played basketball at GW.
Right.
And you were so fantastic at GW.
Right. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Google will skip basketball. You're such a guy.
Yeah, but you have to make sure you do those things. And once you do those things and continue to be consistent, stress-free, you will eventually see those results come in.
Okay, now, we have about 2 minutes left
Okay.
before we finish this set. I am about to address a question that the whole world would like for both of you all as experts to answer. Okay, here we go, folks. You sitting down? Are you ready for this one? I'm coming right at you. How does physical fitness relate to great sex?
Cool.
Oh, I told you I was coming at you. This is a grown folk show. I told you I was coming at you. I want both of y'all individually. Cooney, if we go over a little bit, let me go over for 30 seconds. Both of y'all have the floor individually. Tell me how it relates. You all are the experts. I'm not an expert. I want to know.
It gets the blood flowing, the energy levels up, and you have.
You can say it. Say it.
I'm gonna let him do it. Go ahead. Finish it off.
Just say it loud, Eugene.
The one thing about the libido is that you have to make sure you exercise. As you exercise, as you eat proper nutrition, that's going to release the endorphins. Therefore, when you do that, that's when you'll be much stronger,
Okay.
longer, and doing those things is going to increase the activity.
Okay, now I don't want you to hesitate. I want you to just call it just the way it is. No,
Everything is perfect, you know.
So I'm gonna give a shout out to my wife, sweetheart. I'm getting ready to turn into an animalistic person. Based on what they said, I'm getting it in. And your sweetheart, get ready, because as Eugene just said, wow, I'm getting excited. I'm like, the words all discombobulated and stuff. But as Eugene said, my libido is gonna be up. And I'm going to be a beastie. So get ready. I appreciate you guys being on the set. I mean, this is what we do on Roland, GRIMES, not just sports and entertainment show. We have to do this segment again. I think Roland actually likes this set, so I'm going to talk to him off the record about seeing if we can do this again. What do you think?
I would love it.
Okay, folks, we're wrapping up on the Roland, GRIMES, not just sports entertainment show. We thank you for tuning in. Please help me clap for these two wonderful guests that we had. Mr. Eugene help us in the shot. Thank you. Stay tuned. That was great. I'm sorry.
Let's go 8.
8 minutes.
The first set. First start, I'm gonna throw some banter back with it still. Okay. And we want to.
Fellas, ready, Eugene?
Here we go.
3, 3.